Hello and welcome to another 5 minutes with Mr. Graham. Today our focus is going to be on something I call discovering algebra. Why are we discovering? Because it's kind of like almost a riddle that we're working with today. By doing some practice problems, you might see what I'm talking about. Let's start the timer for just 5 minutes. Timer is on, and let's go to our first practice problem. I'll read it with you. Follow along as I read. Bill played a game and scored 5 times. If each time Bill scored he earned P points, which expression represents the total number of points that Bill scored? Now P, let me highlight it for you real quick. Where's my highlighter? There it is. Booyah. That's a variable. The variable stands for something that you don't know, and it's okay not to know it. But what they're going to ask us is, which expression represents the total number of points? All right, so think about it. Obviously, the number 5 is involved. And look at our answers. They all include 5. Whoops, so they could all be right. But if someone is doing something 5 times for P points, P times 5, P times 5, P times 5, the answer is going to be C, P times 5. It's not so hard. We have 2 more problems to look through. Sophie caught twice as many fish as her dad. If her dad caught F fish, how many fish did Sophie catch? Now, we don't know how many her dad caught, but that doesn't matter. We've got F, a mystery amount. All of these problems have F. But you know what they don't all have? They don't all have twice as many. What does it mean when you have twice as many? You might know that it involves number 2, but what are we doing with 2? Are we adding 2, subtracting 2, dividing by 2, multiplying by 2? Think about it. If you had $1 and then I gave you twice as much, you'd have $2. That's multiplication, buddy. F times 2 is the correct answer in this case. That one wasn't so bad. Let's move on to a harder one. Take a look. An has 64 crayons. This number is 18 more crayons than Bill has. Which equation should be used to find B, the number of crayons Bill has? Now these all have only one thing in common. They all have B equals. So we have to decide, what kind of problem is this? This number is 18 more crayons than Bill has. If you see more and then, there's a strong chance you're dealing with, I don't want to spoil it for you, video watcher. There's a strong chance you're dealing with one of these. It's not multiplication. It doesn't say times or every day or something like that. It's not division. It doesn't say like they're sharing it evenly or it's split up or anything like that. It's either subtraction or addition. If An has 64 and we're trying to figure out what Bill has, and An has 18 more than Bill, then that means Bill has 18 less. And if Bill has 18 less, and that's what we're talking about, then the only acceptable answer, this is subtraction. It should be B equals 64 minus 18. These kinds of problems are tough if you don't know what you're dealing with. Let me try one more, and we'll make it, with each other. Let's just make it simple. Let's say that Mr. Graham has 10 pies. Why not? 10 pies. And I have to share them with my 5 friends. 5 friends. What equation would give me the amount of pies I have? So an equation has to equal something. So there's equals. We're trying to figure out pies. Let's just put P for the variable. What else do we know? We know I have 10 pies, so let's put that 10 there. And I'm sharing them with 5 friends. So what kind of math is that? Sharing evenly with some friends. Come on, you know this. It's division. So the amount of pies everybody gets is equal to the 10 pies divided by the 5 friends. And if you wanted to be fancy and figure out what P equaled, it wouldn't be that hard. 10 divided by 5. Anybody know their division tables? If you don't know what 10 divided by 5 is, ask yourself, what times 5 equals 10? 2 times 5 equals 10. So 10 divided by 5 equals 2. Ah, perfect timing. Our timer's through. Hopefully you learned a little something about dealing with algebra. I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.